Hi, this is JJ. Welcome back to my channel. For my last video, or one of my last videos, I talked about how to Pinterest. Like, how do you do it? What is it good for? And then we went through a basic walkthrough on how to use Pinterest for personal purposes. So today I'm going to do a little walkthrough to show you the business case for Pinterest. Why, if you are a YouTuber and you need watch hours, you need people to come to your YouTube channel and watch, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and continue to be a fan and follow your YouTube channel, why Pinterest is good for you. Why, if you are an Instagrammer and you need those comments, you need that engagement, you need those likes, you need people to come back to show potential brand partners or potential companies out there that they should partner with you because you're an influential person, you can use Pinterest for business. You can use Pinterest for business if you are an Etsy shop owner. You're creating different products on Etsy and you sell. You need people to click those Pinterest links and come back to your Etsy shop and purchase everything you have to sell. If you are a designer, if you're doing a service-based industry, you're a designer, you're a coach, you're selling services to people, you need people on Pinterest to come to your site and see what you're about and book your services. You also use Pinterest for business if you are a blogger, and on your blog you have ads, you have affiliate links, you mention products, you're sponsoring, you're a brand ambassador for various different partners, and you need your partners' brands and products to be seen to your audience. You need to use Pinterest to drive that back to your website so you can satisfy your needs, so you can get clicks on those ad sales, you can get clicks on those affiliate sales, you can get people to purchase any products or services that you're selling on your blog. Similarly, if you're a podcaster, you need people to come to your podcast and download the podcast. If you are a shop owner, whether you own an online boutique or whether you have a real boutique and you have those cute little outfits on there, you've hired these little influencers to show off your show clothes, you need people to click on Pinterest, go to your boutique, know where to go to actual shop and purchase your products. So these are all the various different business cases for Pinterest, whether you're a service-based or business-based interest, whether you're B2B or B2C. Pinterest is great for business. And so I'm going to do a quick little walkthrough for you to show you all the different ways that it's great for business and why, essentially. What's the business case for Pinterest? I told you just a second ago, I went through why you can use it, who can benefit from it. So this little walkthrough is going to show you why the Pinterest user and the Pinterest platform is great for business, and why if you're not using it, you need to get on it. I mean, seriously, like yesterday. Okay, watch it now. Hey, so let's look at the business case for Pinterest. Let's start with the fact that I'm going to give you three. The first one is traffic. Pinterest, as you probably have heard, maybe you haven't, it's one of the #1 traffic sources for various different businesses. And by traffic, I mean that people leave the Pinterest platform, click off of a picture that they see on Pinterest, and go to your website. So it's a great revenue source of driving traffic to your website. And there's statistics to show this. We can read off some here. And it shows essentially that you can increase just traffic sources. You don't have to take my word for it. If you go to the internet and you do a Google images search of Pinterest traffic, you'll see other people have shown that Pinterest is the #1 driver of traffic to their website as well. If you look at the back door of my website, you'll see here that I too have, this is like the last day, I've gotten Pinterest from Pinterest Canada, Pinterest UK, Pinterest America, Pinterest France, Pinterest South Africa. So wherever Pinterest has a presence in the world, it's driving me traffic. Where there are people that they have access to Pinterest, I'm getting traffic for them. So it's the #1 driver source of traffic. So it's a no-brainer of your business that you want to nurture or know about, or you should want to know about a platform that's driving people, potential audiences, downloaders, customers, clients to your site. #1. The second reason why Pinterest is good for business is that the Pinterest consumer is an attractive type of consumer. It's the type of consumer you want. Now, you've heard of the term impulse buyers. So impulse buyers are people who on the rash dishes and they see something on the TV, they see a commercial and they say, I want to go buy it, and they rush to go buy something. And what happens with a lot of them is they change their mind right before they get to it. And you've heard the term abandon cart, and they will abandon the cart, or they will regret their decision if they will return it because they don't plan. Pinterest people are planners, and we know this because when we look at the trends of the traffic that Pinterest, interests of people searching for in Pinterest, it correlates with whatever's going on in the world. So right before Halloween, maybe a month or two or so before, they're shopping for Halloween costumes ideas. Right before Easter, they're shopping for Easter dress ideas. Right before New Year's, they're shopping for New Year's ideas. So they are planners, and you want people who are planners, because even if they won't abandon the cart when they make a decision to purchase, they are planning, and it's been contemplated, and they know. And even though 75% of the, or 85% of the users of Pinterest are women, there is data and stats to show that men actually use Pinterest as a shopping cart. Women use it to get ideas. Men use it when they want to put different things they want to purchase. Let's say someone wants to buy a Canon camera, and they know with the Canon camera they want to get the best lens, they want to get the best case, they want to get the best backup battery, or the best SD card for memory card. So they're going to do some research, and they're going to pin all the different ones, and they're going to put on a board. When they're ready to buy, they're going to go to where they've pinned, they're going to click through, and if your website's on the other side of that, they're going to purchase. And so they are not only planners, they're also affluent. They spend more money. They spend money on shopping. They're more likely to shop online, and when they do shop, they have high purchases. There's a stat that says Pinterest pinners will spend $50 on average for each sale. So that's good. That means if you're selling an item, you want someone who's going to be spending a significant amount of money on your site. And so the Pinterest pinner, the Pinterest user, is an attractive. So that's the second reason why you want to use Pinterest for business. The third and final reason is that Pinterest pins last longer. For example, if you were to do something in Snapchat, as you know, Snapchat is quick and instant. A snap is only going to last 24 hours. After 24 hours, it's gone. Similarly with Instagram and Insta Stories are 24 hours. And as you know, if you are on Instagram, you know your feed goes up and up and up and up and up. You'll see something on Instagram, and I know the algorithm does let you see stuff that you might have missed because they're kind of tailoring to people you interact with more. Nonetheless, for the most part, something that you share, you put on Instagram to get attention of people is going to disappear within 24 to 48 hours. Facebook has a shelf life similar to that of maybe 3 to 4 days. Something you put on Facebook, people may see it after 3 or 4 days, it disappears. Twitter, as you know, is an instant. You're gone in minutes. The tweets last minutes because the tweet feed rolls up so fast. But the shelf life for an average pin is 3 to 4, the half-life is 3 to 4 months, which means that within 3 to 4 months, it's gotten half the amount of traffic. And so you're getting traffic for a pin that you pin that drives traffic back to your site. And when they go to your site, again, they're clicking on ads, they're clicking on your affiliate links, they're purchasing products that you have on your website, they're buying services, they're booking you as a client for your services, they are downloading your podcast, they're watching your YouTube channels. When they come to your site or you come to your channel, they're engaging with your stuff, but they leave Pinterest to do that. That thing is that pin that you've pinned to get people down there, it's going to continuously giving you those sales, those downloads, those access, those clients, those pins, that interest and brand elevation, 3 to 4 or 5 months. Here's an example of a pin. One of my top 10 pins is a pin that I created in 2014. So it's 2014, it's still top 10, which means that it's getting a tremendous amount of traffic through the Pinterest feed, even though I created it in 2014. That's kind of hard to do now with the algorithm shift a little bit, but that just gives you a sense of which when you pin something, it's good to invest your time in that, because when you put your energy into creating a blog post or creating a YouTube video or creating a podcast or creating a Etsy shop, whatever it is, or you have your business and you want to promote and market, that is the place where you want to market your thing for. That's the platform that you need to be focusing. Unfortunately, it's underutilized by brands. It's underutilized by influencers, underutilized a lot of people. Even in the people who've commented on my previous posts say, I don't use it for business. I don't know. I don't understand. I just go there to put things. So it's pin items that I want to do. So you are a consumer. You are using that platform just as a visual to organize your thoughts and maybe buy stuff. But on the other end of the people who are going to be receiving those items that you buy, on the other end of the person who, when you eventually say, I want that template for my wedding, the bottle for my shower, my bridal shower, my wedding shower, and you click through the Etsy, that Etsy person who pinned that bottle label, they're getting the money, and so they're benefiting. And all the people who you are purchasing from, who are using Pinterest for business, you're just enriching them while you are just using it as a consumer. There's nothing wrong with that, but I think you might want to think about using it for business and think about planning strategically, looking at the various different courses out there. There's different websites. this YouTube channel, for example, I invite you to continue to follow as I grow in Pinterest and I continue to use it to grow my business as well. And so as I learn, I think it's a good idea to be one step, or to learn from someone who's 1 or 2 steps ahead of you versus someone who's like have tremendous amount of growth, because it's kind of like you see that they're getting there, you want to get there, but it's kind of like the road to get to where they are, it's pretty far, and they're talking stuff. Sometimes I follow people when they just start their journey, and I can relate because they're just 1 or 2 steps ahead of me. The minute that they, I watch a YouTuber and they're 2 beyond, I can't relate. And then at some point, what happens in the YouTube live, they start saying things that's kind of like, it's great for you, it's nice, I'm glad you have those problems, but those problems are my problems. And so I come to you looking for advice to solve my intimate, immediate problems, and you say, well, I'm trying to decide where to take my staff. It's kind of like, I don't have a staff yet, so that's not right, great for you, but that's not really my issue. So you watch YouTube channels like this one that's giving you the tips and tricks on how to manipulate, how to maneuver around, how to get the best use out of Pinterest. And I think you'll go further, faster if you do that. And you also, so there's lots of tools out there. Anyway, so this is JJ Gat. I just wanted to give you the Pinterest case for business. Okay, I hope that walkthrough was helpful for you. And if you need more hand-holding, more explanation, you can book my services at jjgat.com, and I offer coaching services, so I can kind of like give you a little more hand-holding. Some people need hand-holding and a deeper dive in that, we can do that. If not, just stick with this channel, and I promise to bring Pinterest one-on-one marketing sort of how-to videos, and then also some sort of policy, why you need to do stuff, and follow the algorithm and see what ways we can benefit from it, and show you. I also want to show you success cases, like people who are earning like 6-figure months based on Pinterest, believe it or not. So stick with me, JJ Gat. Watch, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell your friends, come back to this channel, and we'll grow together. Take care. Bye-bye.